guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. We are back with Jim today. However, we are here with his GT R Pro. We're gonna take this for a little bit of a spin and have some fun in this today. We've seen it at a number of events. We've been dying to see this car, and here today we get to have a drive.
They made 750 for the world and 15 came to Australia. They weren't going to bring them in, they were going to just rely on the Black Series, and then they had 15 that were allocated at the end of production. And this was the car that was owned by Head Office, so they're all pre-sold, and Head Office owned this one. They didn't drive it, they used it for promotion, and it came up for sale, and I was fortunate enough to be in a position to buy it. And so it's only two of this colour, this Magno Blue matte finish.
Yeah, because if you're not familiar with Mercedes, when I first saw this, it's very easy to think that it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, yeah, no, it's not wrap.
But it's not, it's...
No, this is how they come out. This beat the GTR by 6 seconds on the Nurburgring, so it's 7 minutes 4 was its time. It's mainly aero, it's the same power, 430 kilowatts, but the aero is what gives it the advantage.
Yeah, okay. We'll take a bit of a close-up at some of the aero here.
And what I like is the roof. Yeah, get on that.
Yeah, the aeros, there's a fair bit of difference there.
Yeah. Suspension's manually adjustable. Inside, you've got to go in and turn the knobs to. I've never touched it, of course. Carbon fibre roof, but this is aero, these lines, as well as so you can wear a helmet inside the car and have a bit more space. So I love that little sort of things.
Because it can be annoying, you know, in a Porsche or in some of the cars nowadays. You're trying to get a helmet on, so and you're almost got to sit a bit squatted in the seat. Yeah,
it's got plenty of headroom. I feel like a kid inside this. The biggest carbon fibre rotors or brakes ever on a Mercedes. And they went for black, they didn't go for yellow, which is interesting.
I think the black really suits the car though.
It does.
I'm surprised with how many you said that they actually made, because I don't know why, I just had that perception that Mercedes built a fair few of these.
No, 750 of these for the world. Yeah. It's like a swan song, I think, for these, for the GTR, the V8.
Yeah.
That, you know, the Black Series is certainly another level again, but it doesn't sound as good as this because it's got the inline crank. This is a normal V8 offset. So, yeah, it's a beast, but this is all you'd ever want.
Let's see if we can pick up the colour there. Definitely, when we first saw it, we thought it was a wrap.
It's got the vents here.
They are a particularly nice touch. The vents.
Nice touch. It's got a carbon fibre brace underneath that makes it 9% stiffer. It's a huge big brace, carbon fibre underneath. Fixed bucket seats, carbon seats, staggered wheels. Special wheels are forged for this car. So it's quite special. Really special cars. So I'm lucky to have it.
Yeah. And again, how'd you come across it? Was it?
My salesman sent me some photos. I've bought a lot of cars, and he sent me some photos, and I just thought it was another GTR, and I wasn't really interested. And then we're going to go bike riding in the morning, and it was raining, so I was having a coffee with a mate, and I said, "Why don't we go across and have a look at this car, just for a bit of fun?" And I walked in, I saw it, and I said, "Oh my god!" And then I realised it was a Pro, and I researched it, and then I sort of realised how special it was. And I knew if I didn't buy it within a couple of days, it would have been sold.
Yeah.
So that was the idea. I got it, and hopefully it's.
I think it's got.
Might hold its value. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
They sold it last week for 700,000. So.
Did they?
Yeah, and not as special as this one. You know, it doesn't have this colour, it doesn't have this history. Because if you look up the Motor Magazine 2021 Performance Car of the Year, this was the car they used in the video. They've got a yellow one on the track and this one for the display.
Yeah, okay.
So it's got some history to it, which is nice.
750?
700.
700?
Yeah. Plus on roads. So what's that, another 80,000?
Yeah, easy, isn't it? Yeah. And we won't talk about prices.
No.
But I know that's a bit of a step up from what you got this for.
Step up.
Yeah.
I think magnesium bonnet titanium exhaust. The list just goes on with all the little differences with the car. It's lighter than a GTR. Yeah, so no, it's lovely.
So we're going to start it up and have a bit of a look. I think we will probably just stick it in the sunlight a little bit so we can have a bit more of a look around. It would be nice to pop the bonnet. We'll get a cold start on this. We'll creep around the back.
Yeah.
I'm just sneaking past the little E-Type Jag.
The other supercar.
The other supercar, yeah. Here we go. We were just talking about I guess the tone of it. It's a lot. Well, we were here with the Aston Martin earlier, and that was a lot. That had a lot more of a growl. Yes. Where this is a lot of more of a deeper tone.
And the badges are specific for the Pro, so it's the racetrack with the green.
All carbon fibre up here. It's a lovely weave.
Yeah. So I think the more power of the GTR, but bigger turbos. You notice the more of a whistle from the turbochargers. It really is a front mid engine. You know, the axle line is here and the engine's back there. So it's a long way back. They worked on the dual clutch. It's quicker, more responsive than the standard car.
Yeah, because you're right. With the axle line here,
it's unreal, isn't it?
We see how much of that engine is that away, not more towards the centre of the car.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. They're even just the standard like AMG GTS, the GTC. They're a beautiful car.
They are, yeah.
And I know people can be a bit like, well, it's got a massive front end on it, but that's what I love about it. Look, just the shape of the car.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's almost counter to the 911, isn't it? Where all the weight and everything's at the rear, where here everything's at the front and there's nothing really behind you.
No, they're a lovely design. Are they going to stop making the GT series? I think they are.
I thought so, yeah.
I think the SL is going to, which is beautiful. But so this might be the last of these GT cars. It was naturally petrol.
Yeah.
ICE engine. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that in there. I'll have a quick look inside before we go for a spin. I'm looking forward to this. And if we look on the interior, it's probably hard to argue about the quality of a Mercedes interior. They always do a spectacular job. That carbon fibre and the screen in the middle there. Let me peek in, take a bit of a closer look. The seats are magnificent. A small roll cage in the back, of course, because it is 4-track. And as we talked about on the outside, you can see on the roof it has just that bit of extra space for when you've got a helmet on, which is kind of handy. It is just a track ready monster. I love them. I just think the shape of the car and the styling of it, just look at that. And then these are the, I guess, specific wheels for this model, aren't they?
They were forged for this model, yeah. They're beautiful wheels.
Yeah, I really like them. So, I think we're going to take it for a bit of a spin, and this should be a blast. There we go. So we've got a bit of a mismatched GoPro going to get today. That's really, like...
It's a good screen.
Oh, yeah.
And you can change this main screen. There's a lot of variations for it. Again, it beeps like mad.
It's a lot of car to drive down a driveway like this.
Oh, it's a nightmare. First time I drove it in, I really was going to leave it out on the street. I was that nervous. so it's very low too. Not as bad as the GT4, but it's still pretty low.
Oh, it's got a...
The first thing I do is put it in individual, which sharpens it up and gets exhaust on, and yeah, it's got 4-wheel steer as well. So it,
okay.
First couple of roundabouts I came to, I nearly ran into the centre of them because it turns so quick. You've actually got to go wide and then turn in. So, and it is playing up, I think, the sensor. So,
because I have to say, on a lot of videos, we hide the speed. However, in this, you like sensible speed, but you just feel that enormous power in the car. Like when you were tapping the accelerator then, we're not like offering any stupid speed at all.
no,
You just,
yeah,
don't you?
Yeah,
God.
Feel this though, like
Oh,
it just
yeah.
turns. It just turns like it's on rails.
Yeah, that's... that is really... Yeah. I'm sure there's a better description for that, but that is tight, isn't it?
It is. It makes it feel a lot smaller. So you have a saying with the big bonnet and the big long car. Which
Yeah.
it actually feels a lot smaller, a lot more nimble.
Yeah, I was going to say that because you're in quite a compact cockpit.
You're very low.
Yeah, very low, but that bonnet, it doesn't seem a million miles away.
No, it's pretty good. You can see all of it. Sorry about the sensor. I've got. I think it's either on too sensitive or something. That just
Yeah, I think it can detect the Golf GTI that seems to...
maybe it's got scared.
yeah, wants to pop in.
I do find this mirror at roundabouts a bit. It sort of blocks your view of the roundabout. You've got to be careful.
So plan for this, I guess, is a few track days, I guess.
It is. We're heading down the island early January. We've got a day down there, so I'm going to put it on the track. I'm not going to be an idiot. I'm just going to give it a try and then put it away. Yeah, but it really is built for the track, and it's frustrating driving it normally.
Yeah, but a lot. I've been in a number of GT3 RSs. This is a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, right.
Like the seats, it still has that. It still hugs you, but I don't know why. Just the RS seats really don't like grab me around my legs very well. Yeah. Where this is really nice. I appreciate it hasn't got many kilometres on it, but the roll cage is relatively small and tight. You know, you don't get that rattle sound that you sometimes get with a roll cage in the car.
Yeah. I've got the 4-point harnesses. I'm going to put them in. I've got them in a box just for the sake of it. Just be nice to have them.
Yeah.
But they came with it, so it comes with a charger and a car cover, so they know their clients. They know their target audience.
Yeah.
But the brakes are good. They for carbons, they just feel terrific all the time. And
do you have to keep it on charge very often, or is it?
I do. I spoke to a guy that had a GTR, and he said, "Don't let it run down on charge because it'll mucks up the systems."
Yeah. Okay.
So if I leave it for a week, I won't charge it on the trickle. But any more than that, I do. Yeah. And I have the chargers on timers. So it's only like 3 or 4 hours a day. I think I used to leave it on 24/7, but that's a bit risky.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got 7 chargers when you're going. So they're only on for 4 hours.
The last thing you need is a garage fire, isn't it?
Yeah. Another thing with the Pro is they rose jointed all of the bushings. So there's no rubber bushings, they're all rose jointing or ball bearings.
Okay.
Essentially. So it does have a firm ride, and on a rough road you're sort of looking for spots to put the smoothest bit, but actually on a freeway it is still pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I've got to say, compared to an RS, it feels like a much more comfortable drive.
Yeah, I'd be happy to drive this interstate without a problem. Like, it's old school. I've still got the old key because they had to put the battery runs out. You put it in here. So it's the old school system. They just had to put it caught up. Fix
heart came out in sympathy.
Yeah, it started the other week, and I thought, I think there's a sensitivity, reduced the sensitivity.
I think it was a good job. You were having a coffee, it was raining, and you decided to go in and take a look.
Yeah, but because normally I wouldn't have looked at it. The normal GTRs do depreciate a lot, and it's a known fact. So I wouldn't have necessarily bought one new, but when I saw this, I kind of thought it was meant to be. And I bought a GTS years ago. They had one in the showroom when they first came out.
Yeah.
And I test drove one, and I loved it. And I came home that night and I told my wife, I said, I bought that GT car that you're looking at. And she said, well, you're an idiot. She said, you've got 4 children. And what are you going to do with another 2-seater? And I went, Anyway, I couldn't sleep that night, so I rang up the next day and cancelled the order. So I've always loved them, and then when this came along, I thought, well, this makes sense. And the Black Series, I think, as I said, they're bringing 28 into Australia, so there's a lot more of them coming in than there's 15. It's fun.
Yeah.
And with the Black Series, they're going to make them for 2 years and make as many as they can, whereas who knows how many will be sold.
Yeah, I was surprised that the Pro was so kind of limited. That I didn't have that perception about it at all.
Yeah. But you don't, because there's no sunroof, there's none of that.
No,
stuff,
but it is
don't-
high.
It's high, plenty of room.
It is, yeah. And it's not just because I'm particularly short. There's plenty of space that you have a helmet on, get comfortable.
Yeah. But no, it's got the traction knob there that you can adjust how much you want it to slide on the track.
Yeah, no, I did notice that is a pretty clear yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll ever be touching that knob, to be honest.
I'm surprised it hasn't got like a little cap over it where it's like.
Yeah. That's right. Do not touch.
Sign this before opening.
Exactly. And it grips. Like I had a C63 coupe,
Yeah.
and it would slide. You're just forever losing traction. But this one really does.
Yeah,
tend to
okay.
go. Maybe the tyres are a lot newer or bigger, but it gets the power to the ground really well.
Hope you enjoyed the video. The GTR is absolutely magnificent, and the Pro being so limited in Australia really caught us a little bit by surprise. So thanks to Jim. Please give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later, guys. Bye.